Gentlemen, let me turn, because it's inextricably linked to the presidential campaign, to the politics of Iraq. Senator Graham, you may be John McCain's strongest supporter in the Senate. Last month he said that if he can't convince the Americans that we are gaining in Iraq, then, and quoting him, I lose. He later tried to soften that, but if the current violence spreads, doesn't that do considerable damage to John McCain's statements that his policy of the surge that he supported even before the president is working, and doesn't it do damage to his campaign?
I think John McCain will be very successful in explaining to the American people that we must win in Iraq, and it's not about the next election in terms of our national security. Senator McCain advocated more troops when every Democrat and a handful of Republicans were saying leave and leave now. If we had done what our Democratic friends had said, Harry Reid said the war was lost in April, we would never have driven al-Qaeda out of Anbar. We've had major political reconciliation. A budget's been passed where everybody shares in the revenue. We have an amnesty law where Sunnis are going to be allowed to get out of jail, go back home, build a new Iraq. We're going to have elections in October where Sunnis this time will participate. So I am very confident that Senator McCain will be able to explain to the American people this is an ideological struggle in Iraq that we can and must win. And the fight going on now, to my dear friend Jack Reed, the Iranians are killing Americans. They have aligned themselves with the Shia Mahdi army. The Badr Brigade is not the problem. The Fadila group in the South is not the problem. The weapons we're fighting against are coming from Iran. Sadr has trying to undermine political progress in Baghdad.
Senator
He's
Graham,
aligned himself with Iran.
Let me bring Senator Reid in here, and let me bring you back to the politics of it. Will Democrats pin any setbacks or any continued fighting in Iraq on John McCain?
Well, I think the American people are listening to the rhetoric of the campaign. They've heard just a few weeks ago that the surge succeeded because violence was down. Now they're hearing from some people the surge has succeeded because the government of Iraq can increase the level of violence all through the southern part of Iraq. You've got rockets slamming into the green zone. You've got a curfew in Baghdad. You've got inconclusive fighting in Basra. You've got violence spreading around. So I think they will be attentive to that, and I think they'll begin to recognize that the fundamental issues here are political. We have to begin to withdraw our forces, and I think they will be wondering quite clearly many of the statements that Senator McCain has made.